Hello and welcome back to my channel. You may have noticed recently that for the last couple of weeks I've been pretty quiet here on YouTube and over on Instagram, and I have a very good reason for that. I have some news that I want to share with you today, so keep watching to find out what that's all about. Hi, if you've not been here before, my name is Tracy Mayhew and I write contemporary romances set here in the UK, and I also write YA fantasies based on myths and legends. So I've been kind of quiet on here, as I said before, and if you've been around, you know that I've been writing, I set out on this journey to write two books, or to start writing two books. The third book in my Viking Saga series, and also the prequel novella to my Romance in the Lake series, which was called Notte. If you've been following my progress on this playlist, you will know the story so far. If you haven't, where have you been? I'm going to leave a link to that playlist somewhere up in the top so you can check out that playlist and follow along with me on my writing journey. But basically what happened was I discovered that I set out trying to write two books. I discovered I couldn't write two books for various reasons, all of which I explain in the previous videos for this playlist. So as I say, go check that out if you want to see it. But I've been focusing more recently, particularly since last November, on Notte, because I thought that would be the easiest one to focus on. And I am very pleased to say that I have finished Notte now. It is now complete. I have the finished copy here. I'm not going to show too much of it for obvious reasons. But yeah, it is now complete and I cannot be more happier about it. I am happy with the overall way that the story has been shaped, and I am so relieved that it's now, the first draft at least, is finished. I've also done the first round of edits, so I'm very pleased with that. I went away this weekend just to get some focus time on that as well, and I kind of decided to take a step back from YouTube, from Instagram and all that stuff, just because that can take up so much of your time, and as a writer you have to decide whether your priority is social media or whether it's the writing. I decided mine is the writing, so if I disappear in the future, that is why I'm focusing more on my writing. So what happens now? Well, there's a few things that's going to happen now. I'm going to be doing a second round of edits this week. I'm probably taking today off because, you know, we all deserve a rest sometimes. So I've also got my CP looking at it as well. So most of the book is with her. The only thing I will say is that the last three chapters aren't with her, just because there are a few little things that I need to just tighten up and make better, basically. So I'm looking at that at the moment, and then once I'm happy with those, they'll be going off to her as well. And then I'll be doing another round of edits with her suggestions and her feedback to kind of like make the book even stronger. I'm also going to be looking at cover images for the book. Being a self-published author, being an indie author, we kind of have to do all of this on our own. So I want it to be along the same lines as these, because all of my books in the series are like that. So I kind of want it to be the same. So it'll have a couple on it, and it'll have an Italian scene down below. I'm thinking the Trevi Fountain, because that's a very important part of the story. But I haven't finalised any of the images yet. So once I do that, I will be talking to my designer and getting that locked and loaded. And then it will be formatting, and I use a program called Vellum for that. So I do all the formatting myself as well. And Vellum makes it really easy. If you want to see me demonstrate Vellum, I could try and do a video about that as well. So let me know if that was something that might interest you in the comments down below, and I'll see what I can do. I'm also going to try and make this one a paperback. It's about 136 pages, and I'm going to see how big that would be in a paperback and see whether it's worth making it a paperback. I would like to have it as a paperback just so that I can have the whole of the series together. Plus I'm doing some book fairs later on this year, and I would love to be able to promote Notte as well as part of the series, rather than just have that as an ebook so it's separate from everything else. So yeah, I'm going to be formatting it, making sure, and then reading through it again. Once I've formatted it, I will be sending it to my Kindle, and usually when I read it through on a Kindle, I pick up things that I don't necessarily pick up when I'm reading it on paper. So I'm hoping that any other mistakes that might fall through the net in previous edits will then get picked up in my final read through. And then I'll be thinking about a release date. I have a tentative release date in mind, but I haven't actually finalised it yet. So I don't want to announce it just yet without going through some of the other processes and making sure my ducks are in a row, kind of thing. Because there's nothing worse than promising things and then letting people down, and I really don't want to have to do that. I've done that before, and I don't want to do it again. So. But if you want to be the first to know, to see my cover and to know when the release date is, I'll leave a link to my newsletter down below. My mailing list is always the first point of call for those sort of things. They will always know first before anyone else. So if you're interested in getting some early notifications, join my newsletter. I'll leave a link down below. And then finally, once sort of all of that is sort of done and I've kind of like lined up all the ducks, I can then start to think about the third book in the Viking Saga series, which has been a long time coming, and I am starting to get an itch for that book now. I've been reading a lot of historical fiction which sort of features Vikings, and I just want to write that story now. I'm getting some ideas, so I'm hoping that I can run with that momentum and keep that going as I come to the end of publishing and finalising Bella Notte. So that's it, really. That's where I'm at with Bella Notte. It is really coming together and I'm really excited about it, and I have so much to look forward to. So I will still be doing these videos. I will be letting you know about the process, how things are progressing with Bella Notte. I will also start to talk more about the third book in the Viking Saga series, so that will be something exciting as well, that you can look forward to. I will see you next week with a brand new video. It will be all about my March reads and what I'll be reading in March. Until then, you can check out this video here, and you can check out the Behind the Writing Desk playlist over there, just so that you can catch up and see where we're at. And I'll see you next week with a brand new video. So have a great week, and I'll see you later. Bye.